"Sheriff Bell," he said. "Agent McIntyre. What vehicle is this?" "It's a '72 Ford pickup." McIntyre stood looking out down the Bajada. He tapped the clipboard against his leg. He looked at Bell. "I'm happy to know that," he said. "White in color." "I'd say white." "Yes. Could use a set of tires." He went over and walked around the truck. He wrote on his clipboard. He looked inside. He folded the seat forward and looked in the back. "Who cut the tires?" Bell was standing with his hands in his back pockets. He leaned and spat. "Deputy Hayes here believes it was done by a rival party." "Rival party?" "Yes, sir. I thought these vehicles were all shot up." "They are. But not this one. Not this one." McIntyre looked toward the chopper, and he looked down the Bajada toward the other vehicles. "Can I get a ride down there with you?" "Sure you can." They walked toward Torbert's truck. The agent looked at Bell, and he tapped the clipboard against his leg. "You don't intend to make this easy, do you?" "Hell, McIntyre. I'm just messing with you." They walked around in the Bajada, looking at the shot-up trucks. McIntyre held a kerchief to his nose. The bodies were bloated in their clothes. "This is about the damnedest thing I ever saw," he said. He stood making notes on his clipboard. He paced distances and made a rough sketch of the scene, and he copied out the numbers off the license plates. "Were there no guns here?" he said. "Not as many as there should have been. We got 2 pieces in evidence. How long you think they've been dead?" 4 or 5 days. Somebody must have got away." Bell nodded. "There's another body about a mile north of here. There's heroin spilled in the back of that Bronco." "Yep. Mexican black tar." Bell looked at Torbert. Torbert leaned and spat. "If the heroin is missing and the money is missing, then my guess is that somebody is missing. I'd say that's a reasonable guess." McIntyre continued writing. "Don't worry," he said. "I know you didn't get it. I ain't worried." McIntyre adjusted his hat and stood looking at the trucks. "Are the Rangers coming out here?" "Rangers are coming. Or one is. DPS drug unit. I've got 380s, 45s, 9mm Parabellum, 12 gauge, and 38 special. Did you all find anything else?" "I think that was it." McIntyre nodded. "I guess the people waiting for their dope have probably figured out by now that it's not coming." "What about the Border Patrol?" "Everybody's coming as far as I know. We expect it to get right lively. Might could be a bigger draw than the flood back in '65. Yeah. What we need is to get these bodies out of here." McIntyre tapped the clipboard against his leg. "Ain't that the truth?" he said. 9mm Parabellum, said Torbert. Bell nodded. "You need to put that in your files." Chigger picked up the signal from the transponder, coming across the high span of the Devil's River Bridge, just west of Del Rio. It was near midnight, and no cars on the highway. He reached over into the passenger seat and turned the dial slowly forward and then back, listening. The headlights picked up some kind of a large bird sitting on the aluminum bridge rail up ahead, and Chigger pushed the button to let the window down. Cool air coming in off the lake. He took the pistol from beside the box and cocked and leveled it out the window, resting the barrel on the rearview mirror. The pistol had been fitted with a silencer, sweated onto the end of the barrel. The silencer was made out of brass map gas burners, fitted into a hairspray can, and the whole thing stuffed with fiberglass roofing insulation and painted flat black. He fired just as the bird crouched and spread its wings. It flared wildly in the lights, very white, turning and lifting away into the darkness. The shot had hit the rail and caromed off into the night, and the rail hummed dully in the slipstream and ceased. Chigger laid the pistol in the seat and put the window back up again. Moss paid the driver and stepped out into the lights in front of the motel office and slung the bag over his shoulder and shut the cab door and turned and went in. The woman was already behind the counter. He set the bag in the floor and leaned on the counter. She looked a little flustered. "Hi," she said. "You fixin' to stay a while?"